All right, guys, we're gonna 30. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make more dough. I have a couple of dough balls that I had.
Might as well start the process early since we're gonna be shopping.
It'll take some time, right? And while we're shopping, this could already be taking care of its own business. All right, so here we go. We're gonna run into just basically sink water here. Well water. I'm gonna go with warm water. We're gonna go with about 4 cups of warm water. All right, and then into that, I'm going to go right in with, we'll go with 1 of our packets of fast rising yeast. I'd like it to, instead of regular yeast, this is a little more active, so it grows a little more quickly. We're going to mix that into the warm water and dissolve that. I'm going to grab the sea salt. We have sea salt right here.
I've also got a bag of, if you need a lot, there's a bag in the back, that black bag.
Oh, I didn't realize. That's fantastic. So
if you need more salt.
No, all we need here, guys, we're going to go, very simple recipe. We got 4 to 5 cups of warm water. We've got 1 packet of quick rising yeast. We're going to go, I go right into my palm. We're going to go 1 teaspoon sea salt. Okay. We're going to go about a teaspoon of, just a little, not even a teaspoon, a little less than a teaspoon of onion powder. We got a little bit of garlic powder left here. We'll go with some of the garlic powder, not too much, but we got a few granules left because we are going to the grocery store, right, 30? Yep. We're going to pick up what we need, all right?
It's funny when you call me 30.
Yeah, my big boy Brandon. We call Brandon 30 now. He's 30 virus, as you guys all know. All right, so we're mixing that up, and then we're going to go right into that with...
I haven't seen the sweetened condensed milk used in any...
This is a secret, guys. Don't tell anybody about this. This is a secret from Brother Joe. So don't say anything to anybody. We're going to just sneak it in there. Just maybe... Yeah, a little more than it.
Remember I tried making pasta with that once? It was way too sweet.
Oh, yeah. Listen, just a little bit, you know, we're only going to do 1 tablespoon, and we're making quite a bit of dough here. We're going to have enough here for 4 to 5 dough balls. And hopefully while we are at the store, these dough balls, this dough will be rising up and we can break it down when we get back, all right? What did I forget? I'm talking too much. We need olive oil. Olive oil. All right, so let's review the ingredients, guys. We started out with 4 to 5 cups of warm water.
Water, yeast, garlic and onion powder, and olive oil.
Olive oil, and don't forget
our
the
secret ingredient.
Shh! Don't tell anybody. Let's go in with like 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. That's perfect. All right.
Let's take a look in there. I've been measuring
for years now. You know, water and oil don't mix well, so we're going to mix that up really well, guys. And it's going to be a creamy consistency and a beige type of color here.
And then, of course, you got to add the flour in last, I'd imagine.
Right. Now, guys, don't panic and don't get all crazy with measurements on the flour, because at the end of the day, guys, what's going to happen is the flour is like mixing concrete. When it gets to the consistency you're looking for, you stop adding it. All right, so there's no perfect measurement. You put it in and you can just kind of whisk it as it goes with the whisk until it gets too thick for that, and then we'll go get a spoon. Or I might just throw my hands right in there. All right, so we're getting whoop, I made a little bit of a spill. So, okay, don't panic, anyone. I'm going to mix here. We've got 2 different kinds of flour, and I'm going to mix those together.
This is what homemade cooking is all about.
We're going to mix both together. We have bleach and unbleached. And honestly, guys, it's only because I had the bleach. I really prefer to stick with the unbleached flour. There's no reason to use bleached flour, honestly.
Usually it's just for looks, right? It really
they started bleaching the flour because I guess in England, I think it was the English, they like the clean color of the white. And me personally, I don't really care about that. I care about nutrition.
Nowadays it's more about, health.
Yeah, the nutrition value of it. If it's bleached, then basically it's exactly what that is, bleached.
Well, I don't think it's literally bleached, but it's missing a lot of what makes whole grains good for you.
They basically strip it of all the nutrients, so It's digested differently by the body and turns into sugar, and that's how people end up diabetic.
It's like empty calories, so to speak.
That's exactly what it is. Alright, so let's take this out. Like I said, it's going to get too thick for to even use this, so we're just going to get rid of it.
I got a wooden spoon if you need it.
Yeah, you know, I'm just going to go a little freestyle here, guys. We're going to go with the flour one hand, and we're going to pack it in there. We're going to put a decent amount, and then I'm just going to go right into that flour with the hands. And you can get in there and take a look at that. That would be awesome. I'm just going to push. Yep, we're going to push that flour down into that nice slop mix that we got, and you'll feel it. It'll start the texture when it stops sticking to your hands. That's perfect, because if it's sticking to your hands, that means it's still a little too moist. All right, like here, there's still some moisture, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more, and we're going to get all that nice moist flour. All that nice moist dough mixed in with this flour, and then this is starting to look like it's pulling together.
That's a lot of dough.
Yeah.
How many pies do you think you can make with that?
That's going to be 4 to 5 pizzas right there. Good size.
Wow.
Yeah, if I make dough, guys, if I'm going to make it, I make it. There's no reason to just make a couple of doughs to me, because you can always make them into dough balls, and then you can freeze them. So
when you want to be price efficient, right, you got to do it in bulk.
You do it. Yeah, do it once. You're making the mess. You might as well just do enough. Now what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going in, I'm pushing, and I'm moving the bowl around as I'm doing it. If you haven't noticed,
and you could use you don't need a bowl at this point. You could probably just have it on.
Right, but I'm leaving
it's easier to clean up.
Just for the mess. I'm gonna keep moving this bowl around. I'm gonna pick it up from underneath, and then I'm gonna push it down into the middle. Push it down. Push it down. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and throw this right on the counter. Similar to what, Dirty?
Like sourdough. I've seen people do a similar process.
We'll get back to that bowl. I'm just going to make sure that this is incorporated really well. Really good here. We're going to pack it in. And I think we're pretty good. We'll make that into a nice dough ball here. And then we're going to go right back into the bowl, and we're going to let that sit. I'm going to throw a little bit of olive oil on it.
Do you need to cover it like plastic wrap or something?
Yes, we're going to keep it.
That's to keep the moisture in, right?
Keep some moisture in there. It's a little dry, so I'm going to go just a tad of water and just to bring it all together.
Making the squishy noises.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You know, and that'll pick up.
Kind of sounds like you're working with concrete, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so that's it. The stove is a little weird. I'm surprised it's coming apart like that. It's weird.
Maybe the milk?
No, we're good. We're good. We're going to go back into the bowl, and we're good. That's it. And then when we come back, this is going to rise up for us, because this has got rapid rise yeast. I'm going to tuck this under, and there we go. That's it. Boom, let's get this back in the bowl. Over here. And we're going to let that do its thing. I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to cover that. We can either cover it with a moist towel or just some cellophane, but I'll sprinkle the top just with a little bit extra moisture, and then I'm going to get some cellophane. I'm going to cover that right up, and then we're going to just leave that out on the counter.
It's right in there.
Yeah, down below. Top. That's right, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get in here for the plastic wrap. Let's get in and seal this up nice. Go with the cutter here. There we go. We'll do 2. Make sure this big bowl is covered. Bang, bada bang, we're ready to roll. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like, guys. And then you'll see when we come back, this is going to work its magic. So let's keep this on the counter over here covered.
All right, so this is the dough that we made earlier.
Yep, this is the dough, guys. It came out of here. It grew twice the size. I usually let it go double the size. What we're looking to end up with is we cut it into sections, right? And what we're looking to end up with is this, all right? And that's your dough ball. That's about probably about a 16 to 18 ounce dough ball right there. And that's gonna also, it's gonna proof up again. It's gonna grow in size again. That one's done. So here we go. Let's take this one right here. Just a chunk of dough. We're gonna get some flour on that, and then here we're gonna hold it in the left hand. Or if you're righty, hold it in the right hand. If you're righty, hold it in the left hand. If you're lefty, hold it in the right hand.
So hold it in your offhand.
Yes, and then you're gonna pinch it under. You're gonna bring it around, and you're gonna pinch it under. You're gonna pinch it under, pinch it under, and just keep working that. Right, and you're going to keep pinching it under, and we're creating a dough ball. By pinching it under, we're bringing out and packing all that flour in together, getting the gluten and everything moving in there, and the yeast is already working. You got the sugar from the condensed sweetened milk. I'm going to just check on this pie real quick. We're looking good in there. All right, we're back on the dough ball.
Look at that little guy.
And bada bing, we got ourselves a dough ball. I take a little bit of flour over the top. I spread that around. That's 2 dough balls, guys. They're not exactly perfect. I don't have a scale. I'm not.
That's homemade cooking for you.
This is you know, it's homemade, like the 30 just said, right? So we're gonna flour a little bit, and here we go. This is gonna be a big one, guys. That's a big one. We're gonna come around. You're gonna hold your hand there.
It's gonna be a big pizza.
Keep twisting it. Keep twisting it. Getting that mixed up. Twist it, and you're gonna pushing it under. You're pinching it under, guys. Pinching it under. See underneath there? You're pinching it all to the middle. So you're getting the top there. And you're pinching it down to the bottom, around the corner. And look at what we got, guys. What do we got? We got a dough ball. Alright? We're going to have to make a lot of these. I got a pizza party coming up on the Super Bowl Sunday. Some old high school friends are coming over, and they love to come over because they know I'm going to feed them. So they're all dying to come over, and they can't wait, and they have absolutely no problem with me doing a homemade pizza party. Once again, here we go.
And you get to show them your channel.
Oh yeah. yes, that's true. Start by doing this, getting it around, start pinching it under. Pinching it under, bring it around. You're going in circular motion here. All right, we're pinching under. This takes practice, guys. I've been doing this for years. I worked at a pizzeria years ago, part-time.
That explains a lot.
Helping them out because I love to cook. I've been cooking since I was 7. And I love learning how to do different cooking techniques and different skills.
Look at that.
All right, and there you go. Now we've got 4 dough balls. The cost on this, guys, one package of yeast, 49 cents, and about maybe a third, maybe a half max, probably 2 pounds of flour at a dollar or something cost. So these 4 dough balls, guys, honestly, you're looking at a total cost here. You're paying about 40 cents to 50 cents a dough ball. In the store, for a smaller dough ball than this, it's $1.99.
Yeah, and that's for like half the size.
Right, for a small dough ball, it's $1.99 or 2 for $5.
So these are like $4 dough balls.
Yeah, and these are big dough balls. So, you know, cost 50 cents max. And you got a lot you can make out of it. Once you have these dough balls, calzones, stromboli, garlic knots, cheesy garlic sticks, pizzas, Sicilian pizzas, regular pizzas, and
pizza bread.
Yeah, pizza bread. Speaking of pizza, guys, wow, we're getting a bonus here. I think. Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Oh boy! This is the hamburger pizza coming out. I'm not going to take it out yet, but I'm going to take it out for you to see. We're going to go back in for a few more minutes on that, guys. Just a few more minutes. Let that dough crisp up just a little bit more. Amazing. It's going to be ridiculous. We have a ton of cheese in there, guys. Tons. Because we made that crusty cheese as well. Now what I like to do is I like to freeze the ones that we're not going to use so they're ready to go. And any that we're going to use in the next couple of days we'll put in a bowl and leave it in the refrigerator. So 30, you think you're going to be cooking these? Or should I be freezing these?
Should probably freeze them because we've got that pizza. We got that pizza.
You got a whole pie to worry about.
Yeah.
So you're not going to really.
And I'm only eating one non-shake meal a day, so it might take a little bit.
So we're gonna get a big zippy bag here, guys, and we're freezing. And then anytime you got company coming for a pizza, or you want to make calzone, or you want to do whatever you want to do, you're ready to roll. Do you have any bigger Ziploc bags, or is this it? It's all right.
That's the best I got, I think.
That's fine. Then we're just going to do one per. Let's get this in here. We just put it in like this, guys. Very simple. And we just zip it.
And then straight in the freezer.
Take most of the air out. And there you go. That's going to go right in the freezer just like that. When you're ready, the morning of, that night when you want to make it, morning of, you take this dough out and put it on the counter. By the evening, it's ready to make your pizza, guys. That's simple. Let's put that in your freezer, 30. You used all the other dough balls that we made last time?
Oh yeah.
Alright, beautiful. That's what I like to hear, my man. This one, look at that. I mean, that's just a perfect dough ball, guys. Perfect dough ball. Bam. In the freezer it goes. And you can even make bread if you just want to even make garlic bread out of this. You can roll this into a bread, cut the top, slash on the top, put it in the oven, bake it, you make bread out of it, and then put garlic butter over the top. It'll be delicious. It doesn't have to be made into pizza. You got several options at that point when you have this many dough balls. You make bread, you make pizza, you make calzones, whatever you want. Boom, bada bang. Here we go.